Adam Cianciarillo finally finds the elusive podium. Hey everybody, Walty Wanderers, buckle up, strap in. I got a hard-hitting, pull no punches, no sugarcoating, rainbows, no sunshine. It's going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Buckle up, strap in, hold on to your hats and your glasses as I blow the lid off the moto industry. Why, you ask? Well, of course I'm going to tell you. Nobody else will. Rainbows, sunshine, unicorns, lollipops, donuts. They're pushing it all on you, aren't they? You can't even watch a moto report these days without somebody trying to sell you something. The only thing I'm trying to sell you, real talk. Jump on board for some real talk as we talk about the hard to talk about subjects that other channels might not want to talk about until they watch this channel and realize they're going to have to at some point. That's just the way. It's just the way it is. Anyway, we'll talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. We're always going to tackle all three of those here, and those three are to talk about. So, just if you're new to the channel, please subscribe right away. Never been a more important time in moto history. You get centered and surrounded with like-minded people where iron will sharpen moto. Iron, we're sharpening iron. Here today, my friends. Cianciarillo was in a deep, dark depression. I don't know if any of you guys realize that. There were a lot of things I needed to learn, a lot of demons needed to conquer, straight from Adam's Instagram account. Deep. You don't know why? Well, of course I'm going to tell you. This is what happens when you are a young kid. You haven't even matured yet. And people are telling you you're important. Now, Adam Cianciarillo grew up in the limelight. A lot of these moto kids now groomed from Loretta's to amateurs. It's really tough when you come up as a young kid and you're spoiled, you get everything you want, and I'm going to be a big star, and it doesn't happen. And then you go from not being the big star anymore, and you had to do it. You had to transition doing that into adulthood. Adam Cianciarillo was probably one race moment, day away from having some kind of mental breakdown. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if Adam Cianciarillo, and I know there's many other athletes that have to go through this, you got to go through the ups and downs of stardom. He did both. And it was a tricky age, and because he never, ever, other than the fact that one outdoors championship on the lights, but remember he threw away the Supercross championship in the lights at Vegas? Was it like maybe Ferrandis? He never really rebounded from that one. That was he shook it off, and behind the camera, he tried to tell us, yeah, I'm going to shake it off and just look forward to the outdoors, because that's what his team's telling him. That's all what can you do? That's all you got. Well, over at Cowie, he got the factory Cowie ride, but then, again, the injuries keep falling around. He's got some nagging injury. He can't get it under wraps. He's not back up to where he was at phenom level on the lights bike, or Loretta's, we'll just say amateur, because he started off his career in lights with some big spectacular crashes and then some injuries that were really troublesome for a moto athlete. And it's followed him around ever since. And then when you're getting paid big money, I don't know, for Adam, I know that he's shared, like, I've had to go through some dark stuff. This is tough. I'm happy to be here on my bike performing my job. Because here's the thing. If you're getting paid, a lot of us like, well, he's getting paid and he's just sitting at home on the couch. Well, you know what? That might be true on one hand. But for a lot of people that maybe have a moral compass left, you don't want to just collect a check and not do anything. Plus, when your phone goes from ringing off the hook and everybody wants to interview you and you're turning away people to, please, somebody, I haven't got a call in 3 days. Like, that's hard. It's feast or famine. So AC finds the podium in Denver. Waiting for it. Drop it in the comments. Why did he find the podium?
Better, Walty. He's finding his speed again. I think he could be a champ again. Ricky on TV said that he thought AC could be a regular podium guy.
No, he can't. Not at the moment. I didn't see enough. He's done what he's done a few times out this year. He got out front, battled, and then he fades around halfway mark. That's what he does. Now, because the field was thinned out by 75%. Of the factory riders are now at home, injured. We're not talking any factor. I like the heavy, a lot of heavies. A lot of heavies. Got to be in it to win it, Adam. So we're not minimizing the fact you got the podium. We're pumped. And, I'm really pumped to see him actually shed a tear. Because I know that was healing. I'm not so stoked that he did it for us or the fans. I'm stoked he did it for himself. Because that was healing. That's healing when you can do that. When you can show real emotions, not robot.
I want to thank my sponsors today, Winchell's Donuts.
My agent. The team. No. Adam's like, dude, this is insane. I don't even know what to say. I'm crying, bro. I'm crying right now. This is gnarly. That's what happened for Adam. So the realities are, he stuck it out. He could have packed it in. I'm sure there was times this year where he thought about packing it in. He played it right. He played the long game. Now, had the field not been thinned out like it was, we would have had better racing this year, more exciting times, and maybe it wouldn't be better for the sport. Adam benefited more than the organization in the form of a podium finish was something he needed to go crack the champagne, to get up on the box, to get the interview, to thank the people that have really supported him, the people behind the scenes, his fans, you guys, not Monster, not Kawasaki, not Dunlop, not Winchell's. He thanked you guys, and he let you see his real self. So for that, I think we owe Adam Cincerillo at least some appreciation, a like on one of his posts, maybe even a comment. I think we owe him that because he basically got chewed up and spit out of the moto machine, and it'll throw you out. You're only as fast as your last race. He bought himself a little more time. Let's see if he can back it up at the finale. I would love to see that. Would you? Leave it in the comments below. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator. Somebody wants to see you not only win on the bike, off the bike, understanding the waters we're swimming in now, shark infested. Adam Cincerillo, you swam with the sharks, you came out the other end, and you found the podium, and you showed us some real talk. We want to thank you for that. We're cheering for you and hope you do it again in Salt Lake, the most unexciting place on earth. We prefer to see you do it in Vegas, but that's not your fault. That's the organization's fault. And I'm going to be here to blow the lid off it every step of the way because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media link in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there. And if you enjoyed this video, I know you're going to love the next video. As always, thank you for your time. Don't go over the bars today. I'll see you on the next video.